What's going on, guys? It's Jake Camaro here with another episode of Initial Thoughts. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Massive Fury pack for Transformers Fall of Cybertron, which was released September 25th, 2012 for $9.99 or 800 Microsoft points depending on your platform. Now, this DLC is a little different from the Dinobot Destructor pack, not just that it features new content, but the setup of it is also a little different. You get some new characters, but then it also includes all of the game, like, retailer pre-order DLC, like the Optimus Prime and Bruticus from GameStop and Amazon.com. So first of all, the new characters are kind of themed around the Insecticons, one of which I'm playing right now. I'm playing as the scientist as one of the Insecticons. So the new characters that you get, one of which are actually the first one is Autobot Hound. Now, he's not an Insecticon, but I've played as him, and he's in the Destroyer class, and I think that's he's pretty cool. He's kind of like the only one that's not an Insecticon in this DLC, and I do think I do understand why High Moon Studios included him, and I am very happy that they decided to include him, because he's if you watch the Generation 1 like cartoons back like years and years and years ago, he was one of like the main Autobots they kind of focused around, so I'm happy that they brought him into the game with this DLC. Also, you will get 3 Insecticons: Kickback, Sharpshot, and Hardshell. And then those are basically like Insecticons. They're pretty cool. I do they look very futuristic, and I really like the look of them. There's something that hasn't really been explored. Mostly, it's just kind of robotical and stuff. But the Insecticons kind of look like synthetical, like living beings. I just really like the look at them. The look of them, and I think there's some really cool characters. And then you get the Amazon.com pre-order bonus, which is the Generation 2 Bruticus colors for when you play as Bruticus in the campaign, which I have that code, but I never played as him before. I should probably do that pretty soon. I've been planning on going through the campaign one more time on hard, but so you basically type in that code and you play as him. I don't know if there's a way to turn it off or not, but I couldn't go through the campaign with him because I got this game early. I got it the night before it was released, and I pretty much beat the campaign all in one night because it was during the summer. I didn't really have anything better to do. So and then Amazon didn't send it to me until a couple days later because they were like, oh, okay, then they get the game then, and then they can wait like a day or so. So I didn't have it for quite a while, and I had already beat the campaign by then. So for people who didn't pre-order it from Amazon.com, I think that's pretty cool. But I think for the people that did pre-order it from Amazon.com, it's not going to mean anything to them. But they include some more pre-order bonuses too. 2 more things that they include are 2 weapons, actually, for use in the single-player campaign. They're not available in multiplayer, and they are the Retro Blaster and the Shock Cannon. The Retro Blaster is actually, my friend told me about it. I didn't get it until this pack, of course, because I didn't pre-order Fall of Cybertron from GameStop.com. But he said that it looks a lot like the pistol that Megatron transforms into in the Generation 1. Of course, Megatron doesn't transform into it; you just use it. But I think that's pretty cool. And then finally, you get something really cool, which is the Generation 1 Optimus Prime, which is also a GameStop.com exclusive pre-order, and you can actually use him in the campaign and the multiplayer. So he's a destroyer. You can use him, and his transformation looks really cool, very reminiscent of the cartoon series. But I think it's pretty funny when you're playing as him as a Decepticon, because it's like Optimus Prime, and he looks like Optimus Prime, but he's a Decepticon. Unlike the other characters, which kind of can be seen both ways. Like, I think they did a really good job with making the Autobots and Decepticons very much the same, that you can recognize them as you're playing them on their own factions, but they don't look just out of place when you're playing as them on the other team. So those are pretty much all the content that you get in this pack. Of course, just like the Dinobot Destructor pack and the first Day 1 DLC pack, you can actually purchase like each character's like limbs and stuff like that, like helmets and stuff, through just individual purchase, which of course kind of accumulates pretty quickly if you buy a lot of them. But for somebody who just wants to play as maybe one character, I think that's pretty nice to have. Like, you can buy the Generation 1 Optimus Prime alone if you don't care about any of the Insecticons or anything, but you just want to play as that Generation 1 Optimus Prime, and you were disappointed that you you didn't pre-order from GameStop, or you just didn't pre-order it all. Pre-ordered it all. Right there, I just killed a Generation 1 Optimus Prime. So, in terms of new content, this pack pretty much adds 4 new characters, but pretty much you're gonna get something else because either if you pre-ordered from Amazon.com, GameStop, or didn't pre-order at all and just picked it up after it came out, it's gonna add something in terms of that. So I think it's pretty cool that they included it with the pack, but I think some people could just buy it separately. But I don't think that's a good idea because, like I said, the cost is gonna accumulate pretty fast. And I really like the Insecticons. Actually, the scientist version of the Insecticons, like when you're playing as a scientist on them, it actually makes this really cool buzzing noise when you're flying in robot form, like I am right now. You can't hear it, of course, but you're making this like really cool like buzzing noise, which really adds to like you're playing as a bug. And I actually really liked that. Some people might think, oh, it's just a different noise, but I actually really liked the kind of the it felt like you were playing as a Insecticon, and I thought that was cool. So there's not every single character class gets the Insecticons. Like I think it's pretty much only for the Titan and the Scientist. I believe there's one for the Infiltrator too, but I know that the Destroyer class does not get one. That spot is kind of taken up by Autobot Hound. But I think that all of the classes get some form of characters. But if you love playing as the Destroyer, just keep in mind that there is no Insecticon for them, which is a little disappointing. But you get Autobot Hound anyway, so that's fine. So just to kind of wrap up, who should get this pack? Should you get this DLC? Should you wait? Should you just buy some stuff individually? Well, if you're a big Transformers fan who are really into the game, I think that you should definitely just buy the full pack, pay the 800 Microsoft points or $10, and get it. I think that's really it's a good value for a really big Transformers fan. But then for somebody who just got this game, I think that you have to weigh it, because the thing is that this game, there's not going to be a ton of people playing it forever. And that was especially with the case with War for Cybertron, where it really died out pretty quickly. By the time the DLCs came out, months later, there was like no one playing anymore. And I do give kudos for High Moon Studios for having the DLCs come out so fast. You can still play them when the game is so new, and not have like a decrease in population. But I think that somebody who just wants like gameplay changes, I don't think should get this, because much like the Dinobot Destructor Pack, it doesn't, like, your character performs the same. It doesn't add anything new. But I think that overall, if you like Transformers, get this pack. It'll be a good value, and I know that you'll have a lot of fun playing as the Insecticons in the multiplayer and all that kind of stuff. No achievements, no new maps, anything like that. It's just the character skins. So if you guys like this video, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.